Hello, who have we got? This is my first YouTube today. We've got Angela Bella. Hello. Oh, I've got you anyway. One person, whoop. I know. Let me just find it. I guess there's not many people here. We've got 2 people. Hello. I'm trying to find it. I do not know where it is. Here we are. There we go. So we've got a few there. We've got Leanne Kelly as well, and Angela Jones. Just let me just. There we are. Right. So evening now. Welcome to my show. Yes, this is my little show today. Now, if you want to get a crystal ball and tarot reading, it is £2. But if you don't and you just want to learn the tarot, then it's you can just come and learn it with me. I'll show you a few things. Now, if you want to pay for your reading, this is where you pay it to. Right, that is the PayPal. And also there's my website if you want to book readings as well. Yes, Leanne, it has been a while. I decided to come on here and do live readings. Well, if anybody wants one. But I'm also doing like a little course on here. Excuse me. Just want something to drink while I'm doing it. A little bit of ominous black drink. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do like free cards on here. It's £2, and if you wish to pay for a reading, you pay by the link I've put up there. Okay, if you just want to learn a few tarot tips and how to read the crystal ball and everything, that's, you know, we're doing that now. So there's a little tarot course if you like. So we're going to be starting that in just a second. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about the tarot or anything that you? I don't mean like personal questions, but if you're, you know, anything about the tarot, any spiritual, any occult questions, I can most certainly answer them. Why is it not letting you click the link? That's not right, is it? Well, post the link. What you do is then, if you copy the link and then, you know, and post it, then it should take you to it. Huh. Well, that's the link anyway. If it doesn't let you click on it, copy the link, put it in your space bar, your bar, and it'll take you there anyway. Okay. So, first of all, what we'll do is, while we're waiting for people to get here or whatever, I'm just going to start by, you know, looking at a few cards here to show you what some of them mean. Because some of these are trump cards, you know, I'll show you what some of the trump cards mean. And, you know, we can start with the major arcana, okay? And show you exactly what they actually mean, okay? Because some people are struggling with that there, and I think the major arcana, well, what is that? Well, the major arcana is to do with things that are, well, quite outside of your control, definitely going to happen. They're the main thing that is going to happen. When it comes to the minor arcana, these are things that are around you and your personal fears and things, you know, which are specific to you. Yeah. So I'm just getting a few of the major arcana so I can show you what they mean. Yeah. And if anybody wishes to get a reading, please pay the £2 and you will get a reading. But until then, let's have a look at some cards and things, and I will tell you what these cards mean. Okay, some of the major arcana here. There we are. Got them. So when we come to the Emperor, Look at that. Now that is the sacred masculine there. Okay. Let's put someone's name down. There we are. So we'll do a couple of these cards and then I'll do a reading for you, Leanne. Now this is the sacred masculine. Okay, this is about when you've got family members, older family members, some of them may be still living and some may be in spirit. But the older family members kind of used to at least guide where the family direction went, and they would guide people in the family, and they would be deeply entrenched in tradition. So when you get a card like this, it's kind of highlighting that maybe you are thinking about tradition. Maybe you're thinking about your dad, your granddad, your forefathers, where you've come from. Maybe wondering if the same traditions are right for you or not. Okay, so that's quite a good one. Yes, Leanne Kelly, you did. I was just telling her about that particular card whilst we were waiting for anybody to come through. Whilst we're waiting for people to pay for their readings, I will be doing little things like that. So Leanne Kelly, now let's see what we get for you here. Let's see if we can pin your message right here. There we go. There we are. Oh, hang on. Can we pin you? Hang on. Here we go. That's a bit odd. It's not letting me pin you or anything. That's not right, is it? That's really... Alright, so, well, for some reason it's not letting me pin you, but it is for you, Leanne Kelly. I don't know why it won't do that. Perhaps, are you following me, yeah? You're following me. There we are. So put your pinned message up, okay? So, right, so here we go. Right, this is for you, Leanne Kelly. Right, so I have for you, the lucky number is number 1. So keep watching the crystal ball. You might start to see things there, but your number is number 1. Now, this is when you are looking out for yourself and it doesn't mean you're neglecting everybody else, but you must look out for your own needs at this time. I can see 2 beautiful spiritual energies there. There's a lady over this side. Maybe you can see her a bit clearer. There she is. And I've got a gentleman as well over here. Okay. And I'm getting the initial D. I wanted to say something like Diane, but if that doesn't make sense to you, remember the name. Okay, in case it's something you need to remember for later. Yeah. So beautiful spiritual energies there. They're just watching over you. There seems to be a message about love and support. So if you're going to go ahead and do some kind of project you've been working on, it should be successful. Financially, not bad, up and down, but mostly up. Yeah. So a few emotional ups and downs as well, but it's, as I say, it's mostly up. So things are actually looking quite good here. So the first card we have for you being the moon, right? So the moon is about your intuition. Okay, using your intuition positively. Your road ahead is clear, despite there being a few ups and downs to contend with. Your road ahead is clear. Your second card is your Empress. So a lovely Empress card there. Stepping into your power as a woman, or if you're not a woman, I think you are. But if you weren't a woman, it would be for a woman around you. But I think you are, and this is about stepping into your power, creation, all the good things that are in a relationship with you, if someone is with you. Excellent. And then the Knight of Wands, possibly partner or indeed future partner. This person is outgoing and fun and passionate. And if you're not with this person, you soon will be, put it that way. So 3 lovely cards there for Leanne Kelly. So while we're here, we've got a couple of major arcana cards, which I'll have a look at. And if anybody else would like to buy a reading for £2, the link is there. Okay, the link is up, so I will pin that link if it will let me. There we are. So the link is up if anybody would like to buy a reading today. So Empress, Right, this card was here just now, so I'm going to tell you a bit more about this Empress card. So as you can see, this lady is pregnant, right? All the things around her are growing, right? The trees, this pine cone representing pineal gland, yeah? It's like summertime, yeah? Everything's growing. You've got the female symbol there on that little love heart, and roses on her her covering. So there's a veiled sacred feminine, and 12 diadems on her crown. Okay, so this is representing the sacred feminine of the universe, normally represented by Virgo. So that's just part of what Virgo is. There's another one, which is the High Priestess, which is also presenting Virgo as the Virgin. This is Virgo as the mother, yeah? So the Empress usually represents a lady who is at the top of her game and doing really, really well. This is one of the best cards you can get if you're a woman, just saying, you know? But if you're a man and you get it, it means there's someone around you who is very supportive and of that caliber, someone who you can really love and be with. So, but you must treat her right, you know what I'm saying? Treat her the right way. I'm just trying to see if I can find the here it is, the High Priestess. This is Virgo as the Virgin, yeah? So this is the moon at her feet, you know? So when you put these two together, right, it's supposed to go like that. So that is Virgo as the Virgin. This is Virgo as the mother, okay? So, but the Virgin here, who is a High Priestess, the gateway to the inner self and the gateway to the universe. That's what this is. It's a very, very amazing card for women as well. Hidden knowledge of the universe, all right? Again, veiled as this one is, but this one is hiding the Torah there if you look very carefully. So yes, very Kabbalistic. If anybody is familiar with Kabbalah, they will know exactly what these two pillars are. The pillar of darkness, the pillar of light, the pillar of Boaz and Jachin. That's what these are, okay? But yes, hidden knowledge, esoterica, and a good connection with the inner self and the universe. So these two make up the sacred feminine of the universe. These are about the female side of the universe. Now you will have heard of the virgin birth, but what actually that is, it's the Virgo birth, right? The Virgin Mary, or the Virgin there, and the Mother Mary. That's what it is. I mean, it's a very, very coded thing, yeah? But that's what these two represent. But they're actually astrological, okay? They're astrological things. Astrology runs all the way through the tarot, as you will soon see. Yeah. So if you're reading this in a reading, and say you're trying to learn how to read the tarot, and you come across either of these two, that's usually a young woman who, you know, is seeking her spiritual enlightenment. If you get it for a man, same thing, yeah? But it may be that there's someone around him, a female, a lady, who is like a soulmate to him, or a twin flame. And the same with this one. Now, she's, as I say, this one is older, the mother of creation, okay? So if you get that in a reading, this is usually for a lady who's at the top of her game, and either she's going to have a baby, or she is absolutely in the best place in her life. So these two cards, really good for femininity. And if you are learning the tarot, if you're learning what that is, it's good to know what those cards are about. Right, so does anybody else want a reading? Because, you know, I'm here to do readings. I'm also here to show you what some of these cards are about, just for a little while anyway. So I'm finding some of the major arcana, and we can have a look at that. If anybody wants to ask a question about that, you know, about the major arcana, or, you know, they've seen something that makes sense to them, please, by all means, ask, you know, because well, I'm doing readings separately, though. Is it bad to read your own cards? No, it's not bad to read your cards. It's just that how many times have you tried to read your own cards and you think, oh, I don't like that, and then you think, I'll just forget that, you know? When someone else reads it for you, it's different. You see, it makes it more more real. If you read them for yourself, which you can do, it's you can usually, you'll say something like, oh, I don't like that, and you know, just dismiss it completely. Yeah. Too many. Yeah. Yeah. Now, here's a very important card here. Now, this is the death card, right? See this card here, death. This gets a very, very bad rap. Because when people say, oh no, on the white horse rides death, you know, this is one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, obviously. The pale horse, yeah. On the pale horse rides death, yeah. Now, it looks like, you know, he's trampling over dead bodies. There's a priest there begging death, you know, to stop, to leave him alone. You can see the sun setting between the 2 pillars there. The sun setting between 2 pillars. It looks bad, doesn't it? It really does. This the white rose, yeah. So it looks quite like a bad card, yeah. I'll show you that in a minute, Angela. But this particular card is not actually death. It means new life. It means like the end of an old way of life and the beginning of a new life. Yeah. So it's not actually a bad card, but the way that it's drawn and everything, everybody thinks that the death card is a bad card. So Angela Jones says, which is the lucky major card? Major arcana. Well, let's have a look through them. You know, I know what they are when I see them, you know, so I know what they all mean. Quite a few of them are actually quite lucky. Let's see what we get. Major arcana is right, so well, none of them that I've got. There are some really lucky cards. Say the luckiest one in the pack is 10 of Swords, because that means really good luck. I'm just looking through here because I'll know it when I see it. This is, again, that's another lucky one, but that's not a major one. The major arcana, let's just see now. If anybody would like a reading, of course, if you, it's highlighted there. To pay £2 for a crystal ball and tarot reading if you want one. But for the next few minutes, unless anybody wants a reading, I'm just going to be here and there you go, Wheel of Fortune, right? Extremely lucky, right? And that is major arcana. It says tarot on it. I'll tell you a bit more about this because it's written in Jewish letters, YHVH, which is one of the names of God. Not the only name of God, but it is the name of God, YHVH, yeah? And in between, it's written T-A-R-O, right? Tarot, right? Tarot. But, crucially, here's the thing. You can actually read that as rota, R-O-T-A. Time, you know? Rota, time, it looks like a clock, you see? You could read it as Arot, Tarot, Torah, yeah. So the Torah as well. The Torah is, of course, one of the books of the ancient Jewish tradition. So there it is, Wheel of Fortune. Now you'll notice we have got this here. Now this represents Scorpio. Scorpio is often represented as an eagle, as well as a scorpion. This one is Aquarius. Okay, because that's represented as a human being. This one is Taurus. Well, the bull is anyway. We've got the Taurus, the bull, yeah. And then we've got Leo, right? So that's what they are, yeah. Never really took notice of the wheel. Yeah, I noticed it because I learned ancient Hebrew, some ancient Hebrew, so I could read the Zohar. Yeah, I learned some. I'm not brilliant at it, but yeah. What the ancient Hebrews used to do, the ancient Jewish tradition, used to mix up the letters, so you would be saying the same thing but in a different way, and you would sort of say the word that you don't know that you're saying, interestingly. So Semitic languages, yeah, same thing. So yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Now you'll notice each of these little things here, these little cherubs have an open book, but there's nothing in the books, okay? The reason there is nothing in the books is because the future is not written in stone, all right? And we don't know exactly the nature of your good fortune, but it usually means that there is definitely good fortune. We just don't know the nature of it, okay? This here is, of course, a sphinx right here with a sword, interestingly enough. The sphinx is always, you know, coming together of elements: fire, water, earth, and air. Yeah, and the sword of truth, you know. But you see, the devil is being crushed by the wheel of fortune. We've got snakes and ladders. There's the snake there, the serpent also being squished by the wheel of fortune. So that is your wheel of fortune there. It's very, very lucky. It is major arcana. But the major meaning of this is that yes, good fortune is on the way for you, all right? But we don't know the nature of it. It could be any kind of good fortune. It could be money, it could be love, it could be everything you've ever wanted. So it could be different kinds of things there. Does anybody have another question about major arcana or anything like that? Or does anybody want to pay for a reading? It's only £2. It's not expensive at all. No, really not expensive. But if anybody's got a question about the major arcana or even the minor arcana, I suppose we can look at that as well if you want. But yeah, I'm just going to go through a few of these, and it can be quite interesting, the tarot, you know, once you get into it. Just making sure I've got them all. You know, I think I've done that one, but yeah. So I'll do the major arcana and then do the minor arcana later on. But I'm going to go through these sort of from day to day, week to week, because tarot is such an interesting thing, you know, and people just, you know, you need to know these things, especially if you want to be a tarot reader. I've been a tarot reader for a very long time. Absolutely love it, I do. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I wish I could do it 24/7. So, let's have a look at more of these major arcana. Right, so, let's have a look at the Chariot. Now, I hope you are all taking notes here, alright? If anybody wants to be a tarot reader, if anybody wants to learn about it, take your notes, okay? You can always come back to this and have a look at it. Now, this one here, this is a card for strength. It's the Chariot, okay? But it's mental strength. You'll see he's got a little star on his head there, right? Where his pineal gland is, yeah? And the curtain there represents the night sky, all right? So the pineal gland, right, is basically right there. And that's what that is, yeah? So he is able to sense the light of the stars, okay, which has given him good direction. He knows what direction he wants to go in. So instead of being pulled in different directions, he's the one making the decisions. He's the one driving the chariot, all right? You'll see around his belt there the zodiac. Yeah, once again, the universe. He's, you know, he's going through the universe there, and then the sun on his chest. Okay, so he's a universe man, absolutely. He's very strong, and yeah, he is the one making these good and evil and opposites go in the direction that he wants them to go in, rather than being dragged in different directions. Now, this is a very symbol of the Holy Spirit. That's what they call it, the Holy Spirit. But it's like a dove. You'll notice in old paintings of a dove, the dove's got a very round chest, and it's got outstretched wings just like this. So that is your winged disc, and in the center a sort of ringed cross as well. Now the cross predates Christianity, so that is again part of the universal symbolism. Yeah, so this is for a strong person with strong opinions and a good idea of where they're going in the universe. So, you know, going in the right direction. If you get this in a reading, right, and the person's wondering, you know, it's maybe a question like, what's my direction, what's my motivation, you can say, look, you're getting the inspiration and you're going to follow it. Yeah, so that is absolutely a fantastic card for people they want it. So we'll do a couple more of these. I don't think there's many people here that want a reading, but I'll do a couple more of these. Hermit. I used to wonder about this because this looks like an old man with a lantern, right? Yeah, that's what it looks like. See that? Look up close. Just like an old man with a lantern, like a druid, holding a lantern and a staff. There we are. But what that represents is the inner light. You see, the light is within the lantern. So that represents the inner light to guide your way. Yeah? So when you are wondering what's the next move for you, or you've got if you're afraid of something, you know, look within. Do you see his eyes are closed? Look within. Yeah, and you will be led by the inner light, the inner light of inner wisdom. Yeah, so yeah, absolutely beautiful little card there. He looks like a druid, doesn't he? Yeah. There's a reason I don't read reversals, but we can do the reversals another day. I'm just doing the right way up. So I'll do one more. I don't think there's that many people want a reading, but if anybody does, you know what to do. Click on the link there or paste the link into your search bar, and it'll take you to my page. It's £2 for full crystal ball and tarot reading. We'll do another, have a look at this world card here. So the world, the snake that eats its own tail, supposedly. So that's joined at the top there and joined at the bottom. So continual motion. All right. So this is the world. All right. This is where you live. This is your home. The world that we live in. It's the earth as well. And the 4 cherubs here are the 4 angels of the earth, holding back the winds, the 4 winds of the earth: north, south, east, west. Fire, water, earth and air, represented once again by Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo and Taurus. Okay, so that is what that's about, and it's a solid foundation for people's futures. If you're reading this for individually for a person, it is like the end is in the beginning, right? So they may be having the end of something, completion of certain projects in their life, but a new beginning is definitely there. And also a solid foundation for their future, and the way forward is pretty good for them, but represented there by fire, water, earth, air, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo and Taurus. There you go. There you go. Cardinal signs. So that was 3 cards and 4 cards, well, some cards anyway. So if you take notes about what these cards were, I'll be doing some more cards tomorrow. Yeah, we can go through them and answer any questions tomorrow as well at the same time, 6 p.m. Because I'm going to be here every day, and if anybody wants a reading, listen, £2 is negligible. You know, £2 is, it's very cheap, and you can to get everything. Before I go, I'll just give you a little tutorial on crystal ball reading. Okay, now when you're doing crystal ball reading or divination, this is what you do. You get candles. Candles are natural light. Okay, I'd always say actual candles, not those pretend ones, right? Get candles either side. Okay, one here and one over here. Okay, 2 candles. All right, white ones if possible. If you get black candles, they're going to absorb everything. White candles are, of course, colour is only an illusion, but white candles is what you need. Okay, 2 of them placed strategically either side of your crystal ball and in front of a mirror. So I've got a mirror right here behind it, right? So there's plenty of light. Now, if you're going to read your crystal ball, I often pick it up. Some people don't like pick it up. I often pick it up. So this is what you do, right? You hold it in your hand, or a hand, or whatever, and let the light permeate through the crystal ball, and it'll slow down the beams of light, and you'll start to see things. Now, a lot of people can't see it, but a lot of people can see it. A lot of people can see what's going on in the crystal ball. If you're vaguely artistic and sort of that way inclined, you might be able to see things there. Sometimes portals open. Yeah. So look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, that is. You can see a few things there. This crystal ball is called Monica. I recommend, if you're getting a crystal ball, to name your crystal ball. This one is, as I said, this one is mine. It is called Monica. Now you can actually see little things appear in there, can't you? You can see like faces. Yeah. You can see people. Alright, there you are. We've got a visitor. There we go. I've got a young man in there. I don't know if anybody recognises him, but there he is. He's just come through to show himself. So he's around at the moment. Maybe if anybody recognises him, that's great. I also got with him, I don't know if you saw the initial N. So there we are. So this is what I mean. This is when you get that, and then the more you do it, the more used to it you get, and the more they appear for you. You can see there's actually 2 of them there now. 2 of them. Beautiful. Right, so this is the sort of, this is Monica. Now when you get a crystal ball, get familiar with it, play with it, you know, use it. Yeah, love it. It's alive, it's a living being. Nikola Tesla called crystal balls living beings, and that is true, they are. Crystal itself. Now, the crystal ball is a sort of made this way, but it's a living being. Keep watching, because look at that. You can see everything in that. So the difference between my readings and other crystal ball readers and tarot readers is that you can actually see things in the crystal ball. So there you go. There you go. So this is Wagar. Wagar means wind gate. Keep watching that, yeah. So it's very, very simple. You see the light on either side makes it easy to visualize what is there. This was an older man there with a flat cap on. There we are. That's right. So, I mean, sometimes you'll get intuitive things as well from the crystal ball, but that, my friend, is how you read it. So let me just show you a funky little trick right here. I'm just going to take hold of the phone and I'm going to show you something. All right, there's the phone. Hang on. Take it over here. All right, not getting burned by the thing there. Now, I wonder if we can turn the camera around. There we go, and you can see my setup. So, I've got the mirror right there, and we've got the crystal balls and the candles. Now, watch what happens here. All right, I'm going to see if we can open a portal. All right, there we are. See if we can open a portal and view the other side of the portal. Sometimes we can do that. You see, just a second. We can see reflections. Now you know what's a reflection and what's not a reflection. Okay, so let's take a look here. If we can just, there we go. Have a look. There we are. We're going to try and open a portal right here. Okay, I just got a wee donation from somebody, so I'm just going to do this quite quickly. See if we can open a portal. There we go. Starting to see something now. All right, it just looks like a completely different scene behind it. Yeah, I know we can see reflections, but we're not looking at reflections, we're looking past the reflection. Okay, see what comes through there. You can see that lovely aura, lovely green. Yeah, so you can sometimes see past it, and there you get 1 or 2 of them just coming through there, show themselves to us. Look at that, eh? Beautiful. Okay, so we have to do that in a better setting, because obviously we did have the reflection of the computer on there and other reflections, but you know what's reflection and what isn't. So that's kind of what we see. Now I got a donation there from Neri Nathan. Are you about, Neri Nathan? Because I got your donation. So I don't know where you are. If you're watching, say hi or something, okay? Oh, that's you, is it? Right. Okay, that's you. Hello there. Right, so let me just pin you. Ashanti. That's a nice name, Ashanti. Do you want me to call you Ashanti on here, yeah? Yeah? Okay, so let's see what comes through for you. I hope that's been informative anyway today about the readings and how to read the crystal ball and how to read the tarot. Yeah, it's just a natural thing with the crystal ball. So let's see what we have for you, Ashanti Marie. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, so we have, your lucky number is 4. So the forces of fire, water, earth, air, north, south, east and west. Everything is coming together for you. And we can see a new way forward you thought was impossible. I do have a man in spirit here that you might just be able to see right there. Okay, there he is. Just, I think before we got a fatherly figure, and I think we're getting the same here. Sort of fatherly. He's gorgeous, he's wonderful. I've seen him looking younger, looking older. And he's just here watching over you. Okay, now he's not the only one, but he is the strongest, I think. Yeah. I'm also seeing for you at this time, as I said before, a thing that you thought was impossible actually happens for you. So it'll feel like a mini miracle, or it's just something that is, you just think, oh thank goodness, it's like saved your life in a way. Well, a sigh of relief basically. So that would be pretty good. So let's have a look and see what he wants you to know. Alright, your first card here being Empress, I showed you that earlier on, but you're stepping into your power as a woman and feeling pretty good about it too. Sometimes it means pregnancy. It doesn't have to be pregnancy though, it could be just that you're feeling pretty damn good at the moment, or at least going into that phase. Your second card now, this is your Two of Pentacles, a bit up and down with life at the moment, especially with money, maybe juggling the finances slightly, but it's nothing that you can't handle. You can handle it. You're a very strong person, and you have to be sometimes, but yeah. Your third card now, this may be time for you to relax, time to meditate, time to get yourself out of the rat race, and if you do this, yeah, you'll feel a whole lot better, and it'll facilitate everything else that's about to happen for you. I'm seeing a lot of good luck here, a lot of strength, and a lot of good intentions. So 3 wonderful cards there for Ashanti. I hope you enjoyed that. Alright guys, I shall leave that with you, and I will be here tomorrow to do more meanings of the tarot cards, so why not come along and we'll do meanings, and we'll have a look at the crystal ball, and we'll do readings. It'd be fun, yeah. Before you go, there's something I want to show you, right? Some of you may have seen this already, some of you won't have. This is my book, and it's coming out next month, right? And it's called Haunted Hedgehog, right? And it's about a haunted hedgehog, obviously. It's a story poem, all right? And it's beautifully decorated, as you can see, yeah? A story poem. Lots of poems pertaining to the same story as well. And it's quite a bit of poetry to it. Poetry and spells. Now at the back I've got this little spell book, which I'm still in the process of making, but here we go. The little spell book is at the back. See if we can, it's called Spells, Charms and Filters. Yeah, so spells, charms and filters, so that's quite nice. And I'll read one of the, it's actually quite funny, the spell book, because this is it was taken as sort of as a quite of a funny thing, you know. So it's not just spells that I think work, but spells that are quite funny. There's, for example, we've got Fall For Me, and it says, by the light of the waxing moon, ne'er too late and ne'er too soon, take a sip from the forbidden cup. When up is down and down is up, you feel it in your waters now, in your heartbeat beating now. Fall for me by the count of 3, love forever, so mote it be. So that's my little spell book there at the back of this absolutely wonderful book, which I am publishing, and it should be available next month. Anybody that buys this book who is my follower on Facebook or on here, you will get a discount and a reading for free as well if you buy it. So there we are. Thank you those who wanted a reading. I will be back on Facebook at about 8:30 this evening, so I will see you then if you want to come on there for readings. And on Facebook we also do 1 card pulls as well, so if you want to do a little free reading, you can get that on there. So see you soon, people. Take care. Have a great day now. Bye bye.